This is the re-triggering Halo Team build for Harlowe in Borderlands 4. I found this build through Chadley, shout out to him for posting this on YouTube. I've been using this build and have made some tweaks to it I think make it a little bit better. This build relies on stacking passives and gear so you can constantly shoot your gun, so I recommend starting to build for this after the campaign or around level 35 and up. Gameplay that comes from this is like Halo, Apex, and Warzone, and it's why I like it so much. A lot of movement and a lot of button clicking keeping you locked in. This build uses Flux Generator or Green Tree mainly to take advantage of the nuclear winter augment and the group study capstone, which turns the Flux Generator into a Halo sidekick, which is the orb that flies around us while we use our action skill. This gives us the ability to re-trigger our action skill and build stacks to increase our damage, fire rate, and reload speed. We then use the blue tree to get more passives and gain the ability to freeze enemies from shooting them using the skill Flash Freeze. We also get a little lifesteal here to help us stay alive just in case. The last important skill in the blue tree is Concurrence, which increases action skill duration for each entangled enemy. Now the gear, which is much needed in this build. You can almost use any gun with the proper enhancement, but I do prefer SMGs with this build as it's more fun and the gameplay is more like the games I mentioned and mainly play. The Universal Generator class mod with the rolls +4 or +5 on control group restores the green bar among getting kills, which gives the ability to re-trigger more, increasing the stat bonuses as long as you keep getting kills. The +1 for runaway reaction entangles enemies on applying a status effect to them. So basically, while the action skill is activated, you will always be entangling and freezing enemies, granting critical hits, which constantly grants ricocheting, which then freezes all those enemies, which freezes your action bar. Then upon those kills, increases the time you have on it. That's when you re-trigger your action skill, increasing your power, losing 50% of whatever you have for duration of your action skill left. However, those kills will almost instantly refill your bar timed right, and you will never lose your Halo sidekick, which is what boosts your stats so much. Then I recommend the Super Soldier Shield, which grants even more fire rate but includes movement speed and ammo regeneration. All of this can be further increased with the specialization tree. Being able to pick 4 more passive skills or increase damage for aiming in, hitting targets, and moving faster within the zone. Riddle Me This and Bullet Train. Final passive skill is Now with Caffeine, which improves cooldown time on your action skill upon using a rep kit. So when you lose your action skill, you can get it back faster using rep kits. Doing this right can make for some real fun gameplay that is very intense for mob clearing and pretty fun in my opinion. I haven't been able to stop playing this build and it's probably my favorite for Harlowe. As I recommended, SMGs or even assault rifles will be very fun with this build to get constant freezes on enemies. Shotguns sometimes kill too fast, so it's harder to keep the action skill going. I'm currently using the Deteriorating State Brewery and the Vladoff Enhancement Crushing Hero of Bullet. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and follow, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.